Hello, I am Martha, and I welcome you to this channel, Embrace Your Vibrance with Martha, where I share with you ways, teachings, and explorations that guide you toward your inner vibrancy so that you can experience more freedom and aliveness in your life. I'd like to share with you a little bit about the power of practice, the concept that we all want to live more vital and happier lives. And so encouraging us to understand the deep, deep power of showing up for ourselves, showing up for the soul part of ourselves, showing up for our bodies, and showing up for the calming of our minds so that we can live more vital lives. And in my sacred book, Embrace Your Vibrance Practices for Vibrancy Activation, there are a couple of pages that talk about the idea of practice. And I'd like to read you a couple of sentences here. Practices are technologies that shift us to transcend our past wounds and genetics, rewire our systems, and restore us to our radiance. Practices unearth a myriad of experiences from elation, cosmic connection, magic, and revelation. And they also can bring forth boredom, judgment, rejection, and pain. The goal when we practice is to feel feelings that come up and release them by emoting, by crying, by screaming, and allowing the wonderful feelings to be expressed also. When we trust our path, which is strengthened by regular practice, know that whatever is present is an opportunity for healing. When resistance or judgment occur, so many of us know what's good for us, but we don't do it, right? Like you've maybe been told to meditate for years, yet you're still not meditating, or you've been told that yoga is good for you, but you're still not practicing yoga, or you've been told that sexual healing is a good thing for you. Whatever it is for you that you've been putting off, that's from your resistance. And resistance is our ego's way of keeping us small. Resistance is the status quo that runs us, not wanting to change, right? So practice, when we show up for ourselves daily in some way, when we show up for ourselves in some sort of practice, which depending on where you are in your path, I don't know what's going to be right for you, but I know that you know inside what's right for you, what practice would be beneficial for you to engage with every day that you know is going to bring forth your inner radiance. So when resistance or judgment occurs, we meet our resistance and judgment with curiosity by breathing deeply. So even if this video is bringing up some judgment of me or annoyance or resistance, I invite you to take a deep breath in and through your mouth make some sound. Breathe in and fill your lungs and fill your abdomen. And through your mouth make sound. One more time, inhale, filling, and exhale. The cumulative effects of practice create powerful change. So the idea is that, well, I'm going to go back to sort of my story. So I was living a conventional life. I was an attorney. I was married to a doctor. And on the outside, life was really good, but my relationship was when we were together wasn't good, and then we split up, and it was just a completely traumatic time. And when I reflected, something wasn't right. And when I started yoga practice that didn't make sense to me, but I just knew that it was good for me when I prioritized it, I recognized that the days that I practiced yoga were better by far. Like my whole day was completely changed from a yoga practice. And then that slowly, gradually allowed me to bring in new practices, to start meditation a couple of years later. And so each time that we bring in a new practice, we up-level our consciousness, we connect with ourselves on deeper levels, and we become a gift to the people in our lives. And so I can't emphasize enough the power of you showing up for that one practice that you know is good for you. It could be changing your eating habits as a practice. It could be a 5-minute meditation daily. It could be 5 minutes of yoga. And it could be 3 hours of all of the above, right? I don't want to limit it nor create overwhelm for you, but I invite you to tune in and commit to at least 5 minutes of time to yourself in this realm. It will have a huge, huge effect for you. So yeah, the power of practice. See you in the next video.